Do you ever feel stuck in making a decision, wishing that deep down inside you just knew what to do? Do you ever get flashes from your intuition, but are unsure of whether that's your true intuition or just another voice? Hi, I'm Shauna, and in this video, I'm going to give you powerful tips to tune into your intuition and to turn up the volume on your intuition. I'm going to break this down into two videos, so make sure to check out part 2 as well. The life we are holding is in our hands, and it's affected by what we do. It's affected by the decisions that we make. And we have tools to be able to help us choose what to do, that help to support us to make the decisions to live a life we love. One of those powerful tools is the intuition. Tool number 1 is to be aware that you actually have a natural intuition within you. You have a natural power within you. One of the ways to accelerate into living a life that you love is to listen to what Gandhi called the still small voice, which is our intuition. Intuition is one of our 6 mental faculties. The 6 mental faculties are imagination, intuition, will, perception, reason, and memory. Our mental faculties are the interface between us and the world. Similar to our 5 senses that support us to navigate our physicality, the 6 mental faculties support us in navigating the connection between the infinite side of our nature and the outer world. Another way to think of your intuition is as the voice of truth. Intuition is that natural knowing, that still small voice that knows the truth. All of us have perfect intuition, but we may not yet be aware of it. We may not yet know how to recognize its voice, or we may ignore its voice altogether. That said, our voice of truth is similar to a close loved one who phones you. And when you hear that voice in the phone, you recognize their voice. Why? Because you've heard that voice again and again, repeatedly over time. So you've related to that voice. You've invested some time in developing that relationship. So now recognize that that voice is also within you. Just as each physical voice has a frequency and a resonance to it, so does your voice of your intuition and its stream of inspired insight. It has a tone to it, so that if you decide to listen to it, you will get to know it. Idea number 2 is to make a decision to listen to your intuition. That said, to accelerate our dream, to accelerate the life that we'd really love, we have to decide to listen to our inner voice. And we have to make a decision to practice listening to it, practice paying attention to it, and following the voice of our intuition. Gandhi said, the voice for truth is as loud as our willingness to listen to it. So as we do so, we begin to recognize that its wisdom is not frantic. It knows there's nothing to get frantic about. It's wise. It speaks from our wisdom, and it speaks to us in ways that we understand. On the other hand, our ego at times is frantic. It can be worried or become anxious. And all of those kind of thoughts are not our intuition. So we can transform those thoughts. We can change the frequency to a channel or a vibration that's in harmony with a dream that we'd love to live. And so in the silence, in the calm, listen for your wisdom. Listen to your voice of intuition. Listen to your voice of truth. And it may be supportive to know that understanding how this all works is not required. We don't have to fully understand our intuition in order to access it and act upon it. It's similar to electricity. We don't need to know how electricity works in order to turn the light on. And tool number 3 is to be aware of how your intuition shows up. So now that we've explored the concept of our intuition, what are some ways that our intuition shows up? Our intuition speaks to us in a variety of different ways. It may show up as a flash of inspiration. It might come as a dream. It might be a breakthrough idea that you come up with while you're visualizing your goal. It might be a nudge, this inner feeling like, hey, go do something. might be a hunch, might be a gut sense, or it could come through mental imagery and pictures. So those are 3 key ideas. Number 1, you've naturally got intuition. Number 2, you have to decide to listen to it in order to tap into it. And number 3, know that that still small voice for truth shows up in a variety of different ways. In the next video, I'm going to share with you some tips to develop your intuition. So make sure you check out part 2. It's great to have you here. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.